You come from a family of
a small family. I was the only child. I'm glad I got everything there was to get.
No rivalry?
Not a lot either. No rivalry. No, I fought an attorney, killed him on the spot.
Nobody knew what Jonathan Winters was going to say next. Not even Johnny Carson. One innocent question could turn into a bizarre character, an outrageous story, or a punchline that came completely out of nowhere. And just when Johnny thought he knew where Winters was going, Jonathan would take it somewhere nobody in the room saw coming. These are the moments that proved why interviewing Jonathan Winters was almost impossible with a straight face.
Man's like this. You don't try to put the train together now.
Your father was celebrating, was he?
He was celebrating something.
Yeah.
I think that his old picture of Hoover fell off the mantle, and so at any rate, I said, Dad, I asked that stupid question, you know, and having been an alcoholic, I understand it now. I said, how are you feeling? I never said, how are we feeling? How are you feeling? I'm fine. And my tongue flies out a lot, you know, and so I went over to kiss him, which, you know, even in the 30s you could do that. And it was, most fathers would point, here, never here. So I get, full blast. And so it was at that time with wet shoes that I stepped on the track.
Johnny only asked a simple question, but Jonathan's answer quickly became something much stranger.
It's in one of the right or left pocket. Always little surprises. Everybody out of the pool. Let the young people stay.
Did you take swimming as a youngster?
I had no alternative.
Go on.
The tough guys on the farm used to drag me through the creek. Oh yeah, it was really bad taste, and I, you know, for mile after mile, and you, boy. So on the third day, of course, I learned to swim. A lot of frogs, you know, and kelp and stuff. Not kelp really, because they're in creeks, but kelp is seaweed. I'm rather quick on that. That's another time they trolled with me.
But I can tell you something tonight that you don't know how I know. You got your hair cut yesterday, didn't you?
How'd you know that?
Eleanor cut it, didn't she?
It's frightening. Yeah. Yes, she did. I gave her...
Is that true?
Well, it certainly is. Now, do you go to Eleanor, too?
No.
Why not?
Well, you probably want to know
how... There you go, Eleanor.
You probably want to know how I know that, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a small town out here. You had your hair cut yesterday, and Eleanor cut it, and it was in Toluca Lake.
Yes,
not in the lake, I mean in the barbershop.
Eleanor's a very sweet lady, and
because my brother goes there, and I
Is
talked
your
to my
brother
brother today, and Dick told me Johnny was in there getting his hair cut. So
yeah,
it all gets out. You can't hide out.
Well, when you're going to do a network show, and it was getting a little. I don't have a lot, as you can see, gang. I imagine there are a lot of people out there with thick hair going, look, he has a semblance of hair. But it's not.
Put Jonathan Winters and Robin Williams together, and suddenly nobody knew where the madness had to change his expression. And somehow, Carson was already falling apart.
He was one of those guys, and bless his heart, he was a very bright student. He was the brightest guy in our class. I always remember that. He was pages and pages ahead of everybody, and I was pages and pages behind everybody. Many days, I remember, it seemed like I was sick a great deal of the time, because I wanted to be. And on warm, sunny days, I always had a cold. And Mother, I shouldn't go. And she'd grab me like this, you know, and place me on the bicycle. Ow. Right to school. A lot of times I roller skated. That was fun. Remember roller skating?
Sure.
Yeah. Roller skated and rode the bicycle. Walked, ran.
Happy childhood, though.
Happy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Fairly happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was broke a lot of, you know. That's not fun when you're broke all the time.
That's right.
But I would lay for people in bushes and...
With Jonathan, the interview could stop being an interview at any second, and this was one of those moments.
What have you been doing lately? I haven't seen you for a while.
I've been doing literally nothing. I've been watching prices soar. And I'm now going back into my old wardrobe, wearing things with the little funny narrow lapels, cutting back, and wearing shoes that are worn. These rascals are shot, but I'm cutting back. Boy, I'm making a lot of cuts. No, I haven't done
Are you turning the
anything
thermostat down at all? No.
Oh, yeah, we turned that off.
Turn it completely
Turned
off.
that off. I'll tell you, seriously, we had a friend of ours come out here from Ohio. She was back in Columbus, and... Sure heart. She came back from Columbus, and she stayed just a couple of days. She was in some kind of speech therapy. She was over in Vegas on a convention, and oh God.
The outfit was strange enough, but once Jonathan explained what he was doing, the whole thing became even more ridiculous.
I had 16 dogs, and I want to tell the people out there this. They were not live dogs because, I'll tell you, for many reasons. There are a lot of animal lovers like myself, and you whip those poor devils. You know, you're starting up there in Anchorage, and you come on and swing down through Nome and catch a can. By the time you get into Oregon, there's no snow, and these guys are... Man, it's depressing. Dogs can be manic depressive, you know, and especially there's no bone. You throw them a little meat, and they turn around. And I had 16 dogs.
16
really. Oh, yeah, a lot of goodies.
Huskies, huh?
Huskies?
Yeah.
Well, I guess. They were certainly big dogs, and...
Would be Malamutes, probably.
Malamutes, yeah.
Malamutes.
Take a choice.
Yeah.
I had a guy up with the lead dog because of the dog. Incidentally, I said they weren't real dogs, and they weren't. They had a key in them, and they looked like they were real. The guy was real, and he had full leather on. I whipped him pretty good.
It started like a perfectly normal moment. Then Jonathan did one thing that had everyone on stage losing it.
He said, you know, you can't be a Marine unless you get a tattoo.
So I said, I don't know, I feel pretty good without one.
Now let's go get him one.
I said, well, I think first I better have a drink. And anyway, we went to this tattoo parlor. Tattoo people are strange, you know. I mean, the guys that put the tattoos on her, they're covered with them, of course, walking advertisements. And a guy had an eagle. I remember he just had a pair of khaki pants on and some funny little sandals. This was the guy that had the needle and was doing the tattooing. And a huge eagle, one of the biggest eagles I've ever seen in my life. And had the head of a human being. And that's when I knew I didn't want a tattoo. So
What made Jonathan Winters so special wasn't simply the jokes, it was the way his mind worked. Give him an ordinary question, a childhood memory, or even something sitting right in front of him, and suddenly there was a new voice, a new character, and an entire ridiculous world being created on the spot. Personally, I think that's why these moments still feel so fresh. You're not just waiting for a punchline, you're watching a brilliant comic mind invent one in real time. And sometimes, watching Johnny Carson realize he had absolutely no idea where Jonathan was taking him was half the fun. Jonathan Winters didn't need a stage full of props to create comedy. Give him a chair, a conversation, and a few seconds to think, and that was more than enough. Which Jonathan Winters moment made you laugh the hardest? Let me know in the comments.
You ever miss those days? Those, kind of silly, nutty...
No, I don't, because I tell you, I like it better the way I am now.
Right.
Because when I see something in the zoo, I recognize it, and... You say that's a bear.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lion.
So it's
It's nice to know the animals.
Right. Nice to know the animals. So but there were times when naturally I had some fun.
Oh, yes.
Sure, I have all that stuff in my house. For my friends, I have people like yourselves that come over that they've hurt their leg or something, and want a little touch. But myself, I just have a little hot cocoa, about 4 o'clock before I retire.
That's your observations.
Okay. Sit right up, pencils up or pencils down. This is called, How much money did you make today, little man? How much money did you make today, little man?
Only 15 cents. I sold an old green bottle I found buried out back of the barn.
How much money did you make today, little man?
Carried some groceries, 4 big bags of them, for an old woman to her car. She gave me a whole quarter.
How much money did you make today, little man?
I raked leaves all day long for Mr. Rogers. Took them into an old dirty sheet down to Buck Creek and burned them. Both my hands are sore and full of blisters. Mr. Rogers gave me $1, silver dollar. Said he'd had it for a long, long time. That's Mr. Rogers cracking nuts. Either that or the fireplace is on fire.
I'm going to talk just briefly to an average citizen of the United States, and your name, sir, is?
Wayne, second face.
Wayne Sickenfoot.
Wayne second face.
Where do you call home, Wayne?
Wales. No, I'm kidding. We're Wales descent.
Yeah.
People are from Wales originally, and Scotland, and also Istanbul.
Yeah. With everything that's going on today, all the accusations made, the improprieties in government, how do you feel about your country?
Oh, improprieties.
Yeah.
Well, I feel the country is suffering immensely from tremendous lies.
Tremendous.
Lies have been laid on us. Lies. But I have lied most of my life. I can say that. Now, let me say this. A lie is a lie. But when you get upwards of 60, you better stop lying. Not that I'm, afraid of going up or down. It's just in case I go up.
Right.
And I think, so whatever you ask me, and I'm touching you for a reason.
Oh, I see. Just like the...
God, you're a really good-looking man.
Well, thank you, Wayne.